I don't even
We're going in
kind of know.
blind.
Based on like your messages, I was like, oh, he hated it. Oh, he loved
Oh,
it?
they're all encrypted.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
They're
I
all
don't
encrypted
know
messages.
how he feels about this show. But you did send me a message that said, I don't want you to hate it. And that's what makes me think that you liked it. Am I wrong?
No, I did like it.
Okay. All right.
I did like the show.
Okay. A lot or a little?
See, I'm trying to be careful with my words. Because I'm going to say something and they're like, oh, you hated it. That's not what I'm saying.
I see.
But here's what I'll say.
Okay.
I don't want a second season. I don't need
Yeah.
to see the story continued. I just don't.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was exciting. It was great. I don't need to see another season of this story.
Right.
I just don't. Again, that doesn't mean this first season was bad. Same thing with WandaVision. I don't want to see a second season of WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
This story was awesome. Bucky and Sam, they're doing the thing, and it was cool. I'm good with it. I'm good on the story being continued.
So I think that this show left it more up in the air than WandaVision
Oh,
did,
yeah.
right? This like when
This show, like a
when
couple
this
different
ended,
things.
it was like, oh, there's like this story has to continue.
Yeah.
They did not put a period on everything.
Mm-mm.
And I thought that was weird too, because my big issue with these Disney Plus shows is that they're called shows, and this
Yeah.
is season 1, and I'm like, call them miniseries and move on, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't try to get me in on 10 seasons of Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Mm-mm.
because if that's the case, then present them to me differently.
Yeah.
But
So you did. I guess I still don't know. You did like it. Didn't
I'm gonna
like
keep
it.
I'm gonna keep talking like this, so you
Okay,
never
yeah.
find out if I
Yeah.
if I liked it or not.
And then you
No.
just leave.
And then I'll just we'll never ever discuss it ever again. I did like it.
Mhm.
I liked it quite a bit,
Okay.
actually. I think the show was very good. Maybe because I binged it all in 2
It had
days.
some heart.
It
It had some heart, and
Marvel,
that's what I liked.
Marvel is very good. They're not good at everything, and you and I can nitpick them all we want. But what they are good about is making you care about the characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and they could, and it's kudos to them, because I truly believe they could be telling me any story. It doesn't have to be a Falcon and Winter Soldier story. It doesn't have to be a story about superheroes. I think if
Yeah.
Marvel wanted to tell me a story of any kind, they would make me care about the characters. And so whatever the characters are doing, I'm in. And
Because they did it with. Sorry, keep going.
well, I was gonna say they consistently do a good job at that.
And because they do it, and I don't want to say insignificant characters, but less popular characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
Like the Winter Soldier and the Falcon, while in the comic books, are both very important
Yeah.
in the world that
Right.
I know
what
that
you're saying.
people know. They're really not that important
As far as pop culture,
As far as
stuff,
pop culture,
yeah.
you know,
Popularity,
kids
yeah.
aren't wanting to be the Winter Soldier for Halloween. Like it's different. Again, in the comic book world, they're very, very significant.
Mhm.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Yeah.
they're not the most popular characters.
Right.
But that's why I know they're good, because I was like, yeah, I like these guys now.
yeah.
No, I liked them before, but like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
like, there's more to them, and that's how I know they're good at telling a story.
I know.
Again, I'm good with not continuing it.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't know if it was to get a season 2 or to say we're gonna show you the rest of the story in the movies. Which
And if they do, that's fine.
and right, if they continue it in the movies, I'm perfectly okay with it.
Mhm.
And maybe it'll be. It didn't seem that way. It definitely seemed like a season 2 setup, which
I
I
think there's
dislike.
gonna be a second season for WandaVision, a second season for Falcon.
But do you care if these characters never appear in the movies again? Like, what if we never see Falcon and the Winter Soldier in a major movie again, an actual Marvel movie? And this is the only way that you can see these characters is by watching this show.
See, I still have a hard time because I was good with never seeing them again.
Right.
I was already good with that.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'd rather see them in a big movie
Hmm.
than a TV series, I think. But I don't,
But again, all like these shows are just movies that are
that are chopped up.
chopped up. Yeah.
So
And
now we have Captain America 4. Is that what this is leading into?
could be.
Are you
Yeah.
good with that? Are you like, how do you feel about that?
I'm good with it. I again, so to give an actual review of this show, I think what this show does is very important, and
Mhm.
it's important beyond like what we're talking. But
Beyond the pages,
yeah, like
as
it
you would say.
reaches a certain level culturally that I think is necessary given the times that we are in, and if they filmed this show pre-pandemic,
Even
and
better.
I'm like, I don't know how you guys like knew where the state of the world was gonna be,
Yeah.
but man, whatever you did, it just hit
Mhm.
perfectly. And
And that's why I liked it.
yeah,
Aside from the action and the
right,
fighting,
right.
and that's what I appreciated about the show so much more.
Which
Like, oh, well, this episode was boring. I was like, well, you didn't watch it correctly if you thought it was boring.
I don't think
You
any of
weren't
them were
listening
boring.
if you thought it was boring.
Yeah, I don't think any of the episodes were boring.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the next episode every
I
single
was
time.
a little bummed after episode 5 because they like wrapped it up.
What happened? Oh,
Like
when
when he was training.
yeah,
I'm like, that could have been the last. So if it ended with him training
yeah.
and then they announced Captain America,
America
4,
4.
I'd have been like, whoa, that would have
That
been
would have
super
been
cool.
I love that he was training, because I always thought, man, like Steve Rogers just like knows how to capture that shield. Like
Yeah.
it's coming so fast.
Yeah, again,
Maybe because
Super
he's
guy.
a super soldier,
yeah,
right?
super guy.
So I love that they were like, well,
He could've,
it ain't so easy
Yeah,
for Sam, and
Yeah,
so he needs to practice.
yeah. It's
I
not the same
love
for
that.
him.
I love
Yeah,
that. And sorry, real quick, in episode 6, they have a scene where the truck is gonna fall over,
yeah,
right, the rail, and the new Captain America, which at that time he no longer is because he's been demoted, tries to snaps out of his little rage
Yeah.
moment and tries to save the truck from falling.
He tries to pull it up.
Can't do it, right? So the super soldier guy can't do it, and then you
Mhm.
get Sam just comes in
He
there
can do it.
who can do it,
Yeah.
and he's not a super soldier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that means something, guys.
Yeah.
When he comes in and he's the one that saves the day,
Mhm.
and the two super soldiers are beneath him,
Yeah.
you have to understand that is done intentionally.
Mhm.
That's a moment
That's
where
something
we're
that
saying
somebody thought about.
exactly.
Yeah.
The guy that's not a super soldier is in the sky saving the people while
Yeah.
you guys are down here. Because that's not what it's not about having a serum in your
No.
body.
And that's why and I probably would enjoy these things so much more if I didn't get on the internet.
Oh,
But
yeah,
everyone's like, he
probably.
has to have the serum now. He's got to have it. He can't do it as a
Sam?
normal person. Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm
The
like,
point
are
is for
you-
him to not have the serum. The point is for him to not have
That's
the
why I'm
serum.
saying it
Yeah.
frustrates me to get on the internet because there's two parts in me. There's parts of me that's like I like movies, and there's like the comic book nerd in me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you fucking comic book, you're not a true like fan. You're just
Yeah.
not. If you think he needs the serum to be a superhero, you don't know anything about superheroes.
Yeah.
You just don't.
That's not
Because
the
he
point.
doesn't need the serum. He doesn't need to be enhanced in any sort of way
Right.
because he already is, and he's already proven that.
Right. That's
So
the
to
whole
say he
thing.
can't do it because he's a normal guy, you're so wrong.
Right.
You're literally so wrong, and you don't understand what these characters are or why they're so important.
Yeah,
and it is so frustrating to me that people thought, oh, well, he has to have the serum. That's what makes
Right.
Captain America Captain America. And I'm like, you're so
Yeah, it's
so
ridiculous.
clueless. You're so
ridiculous.
clueless and don't have a conversation with me.
It's like that is someone who's probably having a conversation about, well, Sam, well, he can't go up the strong superheroes because and it from a storytelling perspective, it's the wrong choice to make, even if
Yeah.
you weren't doing it on a comic as a
Mhm.
comic book, because the point is for somebody to be able to see themselves in the hero.
Yeah.
And if you give a hero this special serum, then nobody will ever believe
can't.
that they could be that person.
And
Right? It's like
drives
I
me
need
crazy.
something special inside me in order to do
in order
something
to
special.
be.
Yeah.
The something special is you.
Right.
You get to find out what it is.
And
if you want to be a superhero, and that's what makes little kids believe they
right,
can.
exactly.
Because you can just
exactly.
go do it.
Yeah, because it's who you are, not
Yeah.
not what someone
Not what
injected,
you're injected
you
you
with.
with.
Dang.
So
I know, man. We're on
getting
it.
it.
We're on it.
and that drove me crazy. And that, and I can't.
Those people are
There were
nuts.
some people. I'm like, don't even talk to me about it.
Yeah, that's
Just
crazy.
don't. I don't want to have a conversation with you.
That
And somebody would probably watching like, why do you get so upset? Like, why is it heat make you so heated? It's like, because I have two little nephews that I want to believe they can be
yeah,
superheroes
that they can be anything
completely on their own. They don't need help. They can just do it from their heart. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
what I want them to believe.
Starts by being a good person.
Yeah.
Right. Like at the end of the day, like being a hero means putting someone else's well-being in front of yours. It doesn't take anything else.
It's not. Sometimes it's not the muscle.
And this show does an excellent job of doing that.
Yeah.
It does an excellent job of showing a person who at the beginning of the season said,
No.
I'm not going to do this thing. And then by the end of the season, he's doing the thing,
Yeah.
right? And I love the conversation that Sam has with Isaiah when he goes and talks to him about
Yeah.
why, he puts
About
down the
his
shield,
past
right?
and his
And
thing.
yeah, so Isaiah's like, this is what happened to me, and Sam's so frustrated, and Isaiah tells him, it would like you would have to be a fool to become Captain America. Like don't like that would be the dumbest thing that you could do would be Captain America. And then
He's like, you don't understand how it's gonna change,
yeah.
or how you don't get to be normal anymore. So, something along those lines.
And so Sam goes and does it anyway, becomes Captain America, and he's like, and then he goes, he talks to Isaiah at the end and says, I could be, I think he says I could be making people mad or something. He goes, I could die.
Yeah.
I could die, but what I'm doing is bigger than me, right?
Yeah.
A black man in the red, white, and blue is a statement that it means more to him to make that statement than his well-being.
Yeah.
So that people can look up to him.
That's what he'll be remembered.
Yeah.
As and remembered for.
And he's inspiring people. So he's inspiring other kids to also believe that they can be that thing.
And
But that's
why I
show.
loved this show.
Yeah.
That's why I loved this show. Aside from the action stuff, I can go watch Winter Soldier. I can go watch Civil War. I can go watch it.
Yeah.
If I want to see some action, I'll go watch Civil War.
Yeah, you can go watch a big budget blockbuster movie,
And I love those.
and you'll
Those
have
are
a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't need a second season for this. Like,
Yeah,
it was good,
it
and was
ended
fine,
really well.
and I enjoyed it. And
yeah,
I don't want anything to be taken away
yeah.
with another season.
It's risky. I
But-
agree. But so I
What
really
did you and real quick of the organization of Carly and her? Were they needed? Were
they
just kinda
yes
there to
yeah
get-
they are needed. I
Yeah.
mean, they're needed for the speech that Sam gives at the very end of episode 6, right?
But did you feel like they were beneficial to the world or not, or they were just
like what do you? Oh, you mean like
if that
do
were
I
to
agree,
happen in
do I
today's
agree
world,
with them?
where we'd be like,
Oh,
again, you probably couldn't say it out loud, but you'd be like, all right, go get them, or you'd be like, yo, what are you guys? Like, you guys murderers.
yeah. I mean that's
I was pretty conflicted because there was one episode I'm like,
again.
yeah, and then there's another episode I'm like, you guys are just murdering people.
But again,
Like,
Marvel does a fantastic job with their villains.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel had people thinking, hey, if Thanos did snap 50% out, would that be so bad? Like, you get your audience.
I was like, yo, 75 Thanos, bump it up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just save me, though.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to stick around. But Marvel does an excellent job of making the villains, somebody's hero.
Yeah.
So in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier world, Carly is
So she's a
a
hero.
hero
Yeah.
to many.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like this is just excellent storytelling.
I hope to see her in other stuff.
Yeah,
too. I thought
as
she
the
did
actress.
a very good job.
Yeah, the actress
Yeah,
did
I
a
thought
great
she did
job.
a very, very good job.
Me too. I hope she
I also
pops
thought
up
she
in
was very
things.
convincing.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes an actor like he's like,
Yeah,
you're
you
kinda
know,
like,
especially when you're the villain, like that's a
Yeah, I'm
that's
like,
a
oh.
that's a lot of weight to carry.
And the one thing, and I did want to touch on this, I just remembered,
Yeah.
is there were 2 moments in this whole series I was so happy to see.
Oh,
And again, this is just me personally,
okay.
and this is also going to sound very weird. I love when John Walker murdered that guy.
Oh yeah, it does sound weird.
When he boom, boom, he's killing the guy, and I was like,
Yep.
whoa, he just killed that guy. And then they did the shot of him standing there, and I was like, they're not going to show the blood on the shield, and then they showed it.
Yeah,
I was
they
like, look
did.
at you guys go growing up. That's great.
That's what I was saying. I was
Good
telling
for you.
I was telling Kat that. I was like, I'm pretty sure this movie or this show is more violent than any of the movies.
Yeah.
And then that was like episode 1. I was like, that was pretty crazy. And then like by episode 4, I think we have Sharon Carter like shooting people in the face and
Yeah.
stabbing them, and then Captain America, John Walker,
Murdered. I was like,
murders
yeah.
a guy.
I wasn't happy he murdered a person. That was
But you're
terrible.
happy that they.
But
took
I'm
it
glad
to
that Marvel's
that,
like,
yeah.
good.
They were like, we
good
can get
for
away with
you
more
guys.
on TV, so let's go
Yo,
ahead. And,
it's part. But again, it's part of
yeah,
the world that they're living in. Things like that happen.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I was glad Marvel took that step. And then the next episode, when the 3 of them are fighting, and they break his arm, because there was a few seconds before they did.
yeah.
So he grabbed it, he pulled his arm back, and again I had that moment. I was like, "No balls, Marvel!" And then he crushed his arm. I was like,
Yeah,
"Whoa!" I was like, "They did it again!"
Yeah, they just
I was
went
like,
for
something I thought I would never see you guys do.
it. The sound,
You did it, and it was brutal. It really
yeah,
was.
The sound guy was like, we're gonna put some crackles
Because
in
it was
there.
just a few seconds. They pull it back,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Oh, that's and they're gonna pull away." And
yeah,
they
yeah. Or he's
crush
gonna
his
he's gonna
arm.
overcome it, right?
Yeah,
He's
or
gonna
like he'll get out of it.
Yeah.
And they crushed it, and I was like, I was shocked. I was so shocked that they actually did that.
In that same scene, one of my favorite moments is when Sam cleans the blood off of the shield
Oh yeah,
because he picks it up and there's still blood on the shield from the murder
from the guy.
and
The murder I was so excited about.
yeah, the one that you were pumped
Yeah.
for. Sam like just wipes it with his hand because he's trying to clean the blood off.
Yeah.
I love
But
that
that's
because it was
good
like
stuff, man.
but
That's
it was
good
like
stuff.
yeah, because it was Sam in that moment realizing like
Yeah, like I can't allow
the
this.
blood is literally on my hands a little bit because of a decision I made.
Yeah.
So like he's trying to clean it but he's getting blood on
Mm.
him because he should have just taken the mantle up
Yeah.
front. And because
It's
he didn't,
good stuff.
it's just
Good, it's
again,
good
like,
stuff.
ugh.
But that's why I don't want it tainted. In
So
any
I
way.
enjoyed the
I
show.
don't want it tainted in any way.
Yeah, and
So
I agree. I,
hope
think they need
if
to be
it does
miniseries and
continue.
whatnot. But that's a whole kind of different thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is like this was my complaint with WandaVision 2. I'm like the way you're going about it is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you guys are doing it. I like the stories you're telling. I do enjoy the acting, right? I enjoy the action that you're showing me, but just the way it's presented is just weird to me. I'm not enjoying the format.
Yeah.
And that's my only problem with this Disney Plus like Marvel series situation.
And maybe, and again, I don't dislike Marvel in any way, but maybe I would like it a little bit more if I felt like it wasn't like a money grab for stuff. Like if they made it because they cared about these characters and they cared about the story and they cared about the fans.
Right.
And they're not like, yo, we need to make a second season because we need views. And to me, that's kind of at this moment is what it's gonna feel like to me. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we need more views. We need people to do this.
Yeah, I mean,
Because if they keep them as one-offs, at least for me, Diego personally, I'll feel like, hey, they really took these characters, they did something special
Yeah.
with them, they put them back in the movies, and it was a very special thing they did.
right.
If a season 2 gets, and that's probably not what it is. Again, that's me being,
Yeah,
it's
I
me
mean,
not being great.
well,
But I'm gonna feel like you guys are just doing it to make more money, to
I
sell more things, like to do more stuff, and that's probably not what the case is.
well, I think that there's a large part of why they did WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki is because they need Disney Plus subscribers. I don't think you're
And that's okay.
I don't think you're far off in that
But
they
but
need a
were
reason
good.
for people to subscribe to their service,
Mhm.
right? Exactly though. But if you're making a quality product, then you deserve the subscribers.
Yeah,
I bet
and
I bet
that's good.
but you are right in that, and because I believe it too, because I think it's true that Disney Plus made this decision to get subscribers onto their platform, and that's a business.
Oh, and that's of course.
Yeah, they have a right.
But are we
going to
be
that.
sitting here and it's like, all right, Falcon and Winter Soldier season 4 review?
No, see,
Like
I
what?
I
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I
I mean,
just
we
don't.
will, but I
I don't want to.
I don't want it.
Here we are. It's 2024, whatever.
But I do. Okay, but having said that, I do hope that as characters are introduced, because I like these character studies. I like these deep dives because I like the things that I learned about Sam. When I see Sam as as Captain America in these movies, it's gonna mean more to me now.
Yeah.
So I like these deep dives on characters. So as they introduce characters, I won't mind if they keep doing these character deep dives on their streaming platform.
Yeah.
Just not the same ones over and over again.
Yeah. Okay.
So
We'll see where we end up.
yeah. But I love the show.
Yeah, I did too. I really did enjoy
Excellent
it.
show.
But when I tell people, it's like, I don't want another season. They're like, oh, so the first season wasn't good enough?
No,
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's
I
more,
understand.
there's more to it.